Hi, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead, and this is the third video in a series of videos I've made for you, just talking about what herbalism is and sharing some remedies with you and really encouraging you to start building out your own home apothecary. And today, in this third video, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about how to do that. But first, let's go ahead and recap the first couple of videos. So in the first video, we talked a little bit about, cold and flu symptoms, and we talked about the opportunity of just what it means to learn herbalism. And we made a cough syrup remedy together with only 2 ingredients that really works. It's clinically proven to work better than the over-the-counter variety that contains toxic chemicals in it. And the second video of the series, we actually made 2 different remedies. We made a tincture for sinus congestion, and we also used essential oils to make a roller bottle, and I also showed you how to do an inhaler very briefly for congestion as well. I want to say thank you to all of you who watched those 2 videos and who commented and shared some of your own experiences. I truly appreciate that. It means the world to me. So in case this is the first video you're watching, I just want to share with you that I've been an herbalist for a very long time. Probably, if I count all the years up, going on about 20. I have been teaching herbalism for about 8 years now, at least. And I have been a certified aromatherapist, and that's hundreds of hours of training for about the last 5 years. And I just love what I do because I help people take control of their health, build out their home apothecaries, and learn how to use essential oils and herbs safely without fear. So in this video, we're actually going to talk about how to go about learning herbalism and how to build out your home apothecary so that you can take care of your family and yourself without the fear of messing up and poisoning someone. And we're going to talk a little bit about, the time factor and things like that. But first, I want to share with you the story of one of my students. Her name is Anne, and she was in my membership for a long time, which is a membership for learning herbs. And there is so much in that membership that she was completely overwhelmed. In addition to that, there's all the information on the internet, right? There's so much out there. How do you know if what you're hearing is correct and accurate? So she got into this analysis by paralysis issue, and she never really made anything for herself. And then she ended up taking my course, Ditch the Drugstore, and went through my process step-by-step plan. And now she's got a full-on home apothecary. And I think that's just really cool. The thing is that it's really hard to know where to start, just because there's a lot of unsafe information out there on the internet, and a lot of it's just wrong, to be honest. And a lot of people just don't know where to start. And a lot of people just want to get free information off of YouTube, which is great. You can pick a little here and pick a little there. But to actually get that home apothecary up and going fast and in a way that works for most people, you really need a little bit of structure. I found this when I was learning herbalism myself. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Some of the things that I hear new students to herbalism say to me is that they don't have time, or people who want to learn herbs. I hear this all the time. I just don't have the time to do it. Well, the fact is, if you watch video 1 and video 2, you saw with your own eyes how very little time you actually need to make the home remedies. The fact of the matter is, you just need to know what to do and what to buy. That's all you need to know. Because making the home remedies is super fast and super easy, and generally they're extremely effective. So, and then the next thing I hear is money. How do I afford the herbs, or how do I afford the essential oils? And I will be honest with you, learning anything takes an investment of time and money. So if it's important to you to do something like this, then there is a little bit of outlay of time and money. And the thing is with the money, many of the herbs that you need for your home apothecary, you can grow in your garden, or you can trade with people, or you can purchase. And they're not expensive to purchase. And I'm not talking about going to the store and buying bottles of the powdered herbs in capsules. In fact, I don't really recommend that, to be honest. I highly recommend you using the whole herb that God gave us, because that's just the better way to go. And I show people, I teach people how to do that. Another thing I hear from people is this: herbs don't work. I've tried them and they don't work. There's a variety of reasons why herbs may not work for people, and it's generally not the herb. It could be that it's the quality of the herb. If it's poor quality, it's not going to work. If it's old and stale, it's not going to work. And the fact is we don't know how long most of those bottles of herbs have been sitting on the counters. When I first started buying herbs from an herbal shop in the town where I lived in, at that time it was Las Vegas, Nevada, I didn't realize this, but the herbs were very poor quality. And then I ordered an herb, plantain, off of the internet, because plantain doesn't grow in the Mojave Desert, and it was green and it was beautiful. And I compared it to the herb that I had been using from the herb shop, and it was brown and old. So there's an example of just when you start using herbs and you have somebody to talk with about them and show pictures of, you get immediate answers. When I first started learning herbalism, there was nobody to talk to. It was all snail mail, literally. It wasn't on internet, and I didn't have anybody to ask questions of. So it was pure experimentation for many, many, many years. So luckily now I have a system where I fast track people to learn herbalism and to at least get your own home apothecary up and going. The other question I hear from people is, what if I poison my family? What if I poison myself? And I want to assure you that herbalism and herbs, most herbs are extremely safe. Most of them don't have contraindications. And the way I teach, I'm able to help people know what to take and what not to take. So that is something you really don't have to worry about. I also want to mention that, did you know that acetaminophen is the #1 killer of people from liver toxicity? It's not alcohol, it's acetaminophen. So just know that, and you know, when you go to buy your over-the-counter painkiller, just realize that's very toxic to your liver. And herbs, on the other hand, you know, you can manage pain and do all kinds of things that acetaminophen would do without harming your liver in the process. Anyway, so I just want to show you part of my course, Ditch the Drugstore. There are many, many books in Ditch the Drugstore. There's a massive amount of recipes and resources for you in that course, but this is part of it. This step-by-step book is part of the system for how I can help you get your home apothecary up and going. This is the Natural Family Home Apothecary Guide. I also call it the Family Pharmacy Plan. And what I do is show you in here with some different worksheets. It's a different process, how to think about each of your family members and what they need, and then how to prioritize what you need, and then how to decide on the herbs for what you need by looking at the recipes in the book. It's a big, fully indexed book that comes with the course, the Ditch the Drugstore course, and really break things down into the kinds of remedies that you want to have. So maybe it's sleep, or maybe it's the respiratory system, or maybe it's the immune system, or maybe it's cold and flu ailments. And then you can go ahead and, with help from the book and the group and me, make a step-by-step list of the different remedies you want to make for your home apothecary. And by doing that, you will get this done within 6 to 8 weeks. So it's really easy, okay? And it's just going to fast track what you need to get that home apothecary done. So I'm going to wrap this video up now. It's a quicker video than the first two were, and I know I didn't show you an herbal remedy this time, but I've got plenty on YouTube that you can look at. So if you're interested in things like carpal tunnel or lymph moving massages, or creams for scar tissue, for illnesses and different things, I've got videos and articles on my website for you, so you can just go check those out. But tomorrow in a fourth video, I'm going to be discussing more about the Ditch the Drugstore course. And if you're interested in building out your home apothecary, if you're interested in fast tracking your home herbalism education, I hope you'll join me. Also, I just want to say that I do have a webinar on 5 common and easy to find herbs for your home apothecary. That training is going to be going on Sunday, and I would love to have you join us in that training. It's a live training. I'll be teaching it live, showing you the different plants, and we'll be talking about how to use them in all the many ways that you can. What I'd love for you to do now is please comment down below and let me know what you're thinking about herbalism, what your fears are about using herbs for your wellness, what your questions are, or where's your heart right now. And I love reading your comments. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video or the training on Sunday or next week. I have 2 more scheduled out for next week too. So I hope to see you there. I know you're going to love it. And I have a full 29-page book for you if you come to the webinar training. I think you'll love it. All right, I'm Heidi Villegas with Healing Harvest Homestead. I will see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.